Hello and welcome everyone to another StarCraft 2 England cast. Today I have got an awesome game between GLSnute and EmpireKas. EmpireKas is the blue Terran player in the top right position and Snute is the red Zerg in the lower left. So the map should go as plateau, it's a ZvT. What can we expect? Well, a super quick base here from Snute, probably 15 hatch, then a 16 pool. Kas can also take his natural relatively quickly because of this narrow ramp or bunker here. You are safe as safe can be, so we'll probably see both players get that, well, natural base down pretty quick. Then you get the issue of the third. Well, Kas can take his third here relatively simply. I mean, it's a narrow choke here, which makes it quite easy to defend. You can keep tanks in this sort of position where he's defending his natural base and also his third. Meanwhile, Snoop will have to take his own third up in this position to spread out. That way, if Kas does move out to try and take it down, then obviously he can counterattack and also block in the army, pick off the tanks, etc. What else can we expect? Well, Kas, I'd imagine, will do some drop tech because, well, I mean, you've got this area around here, you've got massive amount of dead space, well, not massive amount, but a large amount of dead space all around here. The natural isn't too easy to drop to, but the third is relatively simple to get a drop to, so we'll probably be seeing that sort of thing come out. What else has been going on this week? Well, I've done loads of casts from the Antec attack, so if you haven't checked those out, they're all in a big playlist. I'm going to try and do this every week, so do give those a look. It's on my channel, which is of course youtube.com/Madals91, which is MADALS 91. I always put all the details up on Twitter and stuff, so add me on Twitter, which is down here at SC2_England. Only other thing really that I've been doing is, well, watching a lot of games, playing Diablo 3. Wow, Diablo 3 is awesome. I just finished it, and this is a unusual spot to drop down that command center, and this is going to scare Snoop quite a lot because, well, he's going to come in, he's going to see no barracks there, and he's now like, well, okay, this could be a command center first build. Going to come and have a look around, see that there's no gas, see that there's no command center, and be like, oh. And especially if he does actually come over and see this barracks, he's going to be sure that there's a proxy rack somewhere. So he has now scouted that barracks and is going to be pretty damn confident that somewhere on this map there's going to be a proxy barracks, or maybe two. And really it'll be interesting to see whether Snoop does react to this or how he really goes about it. He does have that spawning pool on its way out. But yeah, while we're waiting to see how Snoop does this, Diablo 3, yeah, just finished it on normal. Seriously, if you don't have Diablo 3, go and get it. It's freaking awesome. Such a good game. Tiringly annoying, especially when I've just gone from normal to like nightmare. Like normal was just simple, like max DPS items, just go and wreck everything, and now I've gone on to nightmare. It's crazy. It's impossible. Well, it's not impossible, but like you have to actually think. So we will see. Snoot isn't actually worried too much about this. Really, the fact the orbital command wasn't down is a bit of a tell that there's not any major risk, but also the fact the all-in hasn't hit yet. He hasn't seen anything come down. This SCV is going to get a good scout off in Snoot's base though, so he's not really going to see much. The fact that Snoot has got a gasless build at the moment, which is quite interesting, and this Overlord, actually that's why Snoot didn't panic. Look at it, that Overlord saw everything. Was just sitting there looking, being like, I know what you're doing. Which is a bit unfortunate, and a third command center coming down here for Kas as well. That will allow him to keep up in SCV production. Also with the added mules, it'll be brilliant. Snoot needs to take his own third base really quickly now. That is really the only option available to him. He's getting up those double extractor as well. Kas is getting up his 2 gases. Mules are coming down everywhere. Really, it's just that one Rax. I think there was actually only one Marine on the entire field. Oh no, there's a second one now. Meanwhile, a bunker coming down at this third. That's just going to delay this third base from Snoot as long as possible, which is a good move, because obviously Kas wants to maximise on the advantage of getting up his own third command centre really, really quickly. Currently, I don't actually... Is there even a Zergling on the field? No, there's no Zerglings at all. None. Queen-wise, though, there are these 3 queens. It's really common now, getting 3 queens. It just works really nicely. You'll actually see a lot of Zerg players go for 4, because after the increased range, they're so good against Hellions. The creep spread becomes insane on 4 queens, and there's no reason not to, because it saves you having to spend lava on Zerglings, and it also means that you can spread the creep, you can get more drones, everything's just lovely. So we will get that factory and reactor. and that just means reactor Hellions are coming out, and engineering bay and that second barracks coming down. There's the orbital command at third, and just getting more SCVs out. A very defensive bunker placement here, not really far forward, right way back to cover as much of the maneuver line as possible, so obviously a bit of concern there for Kas. Meanwhile, we will just see that Orochi 1 is done. Gas is coming down nicely off of 3 gases. No even attempt of Snute to take this third base yet, which is saying to me he's going to go for some big 2 base all in. And there goes down a Baneling nest as well, so this is very, very much looking like it's going to be some kind of Roach Bling all-in, Roachling Bling. And it will be really effective because Cass has just gone for such a greedy build, it's insane. You can't really get much more greedy than what he did. He went 1 racks into 3 command centers, and is only just now getting out some Hellions. Just these 2. I quite like this because if you get more than 2 Hellions, you really feel like you're overcommitting because, well, anything short of 6, maybe even 8, can't deal with the new queens, and at that point, if roaches are met, then you know you've got problems. And already Cass is probably thinking, well, this isn't too good. There's a lot of roaches out on the field. He knows the third base hasn't come down because, well, the bunker's there, and it'd just be insanity to get a base there. And here comes the Banelings. This is going to be a really big attack. It'll be interesting to see whether Cass can hold it. He's got this bunker. He's trying to get some supply depots up. He's also trying to get out stims, marauders. Marauders are a really good choice against this army. He needs to get a lot of them because the Banelings don't do much damage and Marauders wreck roaches, so that is really what he needs to do. But here we go, we are going to see this engagement. It is a lot of units here for Snute, just going all in. Siege mode isn't quite done, that bunker instantly vaporizes, and here we go, he's just going straight to that main base. Baneling busting straight through that supply depot wall, and now the Zerglings are in the base. They're getting vision of the high ground. The tank gets taken out, which would have been essential. We will see SCVs being full, but everything getting cleaned up very, very nicely here. Meanwhile, we've just got a couple of roaches left. Now, really, what Snute needs to do is big economical damage, and that isn't what he's doing at the moment. And that tank is now sieged up and will start doing a lot of damage to those roaches. There's a couple of roaches just left in the main base, but did manage to get the tank down, and now really it is just that one marauder attacking. But down here we will just see that a couple of SCVs have been taken out. More Banelings are following this up and just streaming in Zerglings after Zerglings, which is really essentially all Snute can do because he's only just taking the third base now behind this, and really he's got to do a lot of damage. This is of course lost mining time here for Cass, and it's not looking too good because, well, he's pretty much cleared out all the SCVs in the natural. All the SCVs at the main are having to get in on this fight, but for the moment, well, for a brief moment Cass had held it, but we will see that even more units are coming in. The Hellions have been cleared out as well, which means he's got no good way to deal with these Zerglings. Cass even there, come on. The SCVs are getting involved in the fight, but big losses being taken here by Cass, and he's just got to be really careful. The SCVs are cleaning up. If we take a look, 47 SCVs killed, so that takes us down to 49 to 15, which is pretty much GG. There's nothing here that Cass has got that can hold this. It is pretty much over now. So a nice little 2-base timing push out of Snute. It was actually a really good choice, that 2-base push, because on Shakura's Plateau, securing a third effectively as a Zerg player against Terran is really quite difficult. And due to that, you really kind of put into having to do some kind of 2-base play. Very much in the same way that it's because Terran can take their natural so easily. You don't want to be on equal bases. You have to do big damage, and that is exactly what Snute did. I like the fact that he went for the Banelings and Roaches. I think that was really effective to deal with the Hellions as well. But we will see Cass staying in this until literally his last unit remains. But Snute is taking up a 4th base here. This 3rd base is a good choice, except unfortunately that Overlord has seen it. So the Overlord knows exactly what's coming out. Spire about to finish up there for Snute. And really he's just going to be in a great spot. He's got his 3rd base up and running very happily. Once that 4th comes into play, he's just going to be on the money. 13 mutas are on the way out as well, so Cass can't even just lift up and fly away to the corners of the map. Zergling's just coming to poke up, maybe a bit of a bad rally, not quite sure, but he does get all the information. It's still this one Marine was just like, yep, I'm going to go make a house on the other side of the map. Oh no, finally actually moving out to kill a creep tumor. It's like, ah well, I did something, I contributed. Unfortunately this Overlord didn't quite get there in time to spread the creep, but not to worry. Just taking a look around everywhere here. Snute is in just such an amazing spot. You can't really get into a much better spot than where he is now. He's got those mutas, the mutas are coming in. In terms of Marine numbers, well, there's 19 Marines against 15 mutas. That's not going to end well for the Marines. No missile towers are up, and now this SCV line is just getting completely decimated. There's also a big ground push coming in of quite a few Zerglings, so even those Marines have been pulled back, the stim is going to be effective. But of course this has just left this natural base completely open. That one siege tank is sieged up, the other one not, unfortunately, which basically means those Zerglings were able to get in and will pick off even more. The Mute is taking out this third base attempt from Kas. If you take a look at the working count, it's now 60 to 21. So if you're only at a third of the workers, well, you're not in a too much of a good spot. Those Marines are doing a great job of the defense though, and there actually goes the GG from Kas, purely because that base was taken out. He just knew he couldn't keep up economically. So, I hope you did enjoy that game. Bit of a more unusual one, but great example of a 2-base Roach, Baneling, Ling push from Snute, which was just super effective against a greedy Terran player. So, if you did enjoy, please thumbs up the video. Please subscribe to my YouTube. Follow me on Twitter and all that sort of shizzle. And definitely check out the EmpireKas, because there were some awesome games there. White Raw, Hyan, Revival, those just good people. Anyway, catch you again soon. Gonna get a cast up every day, so make sure you tune in every day. Thanks for watching and bye for now.